6 things that could make you executed as a prisoner in modern day Africa. The number 6 on this video will shock you to the bone marrow. Imagine living in a society where one wrong step could cost you your life, not in the hands of criminals, but through a justice system. In this video, we'll be answering the question, what are the crimes that can lead prisoners to execution in Africa today? And how does this law reflect on the state of human rights across the continent of Africa? This is a topic many don't dare to discuss, but one that demands global attention. Don't forget to like and subscribe as we ride on. In modern day Africa, political dissent remains one of the most common reasons for execution. Authoritarian regimes often use capital punishment to silence oppositions and suppress free speech. Example, in Eritrea, dissent against the government can lead to immediate arrest and execution. Amnesty International has documented cases where activists disappear overnight with their families never receiving closure. In recent case in Uganda, political activist Kakwenza was tortured and threatened with execution after criticizing the government on social media. While he escaped, many others were not as fortunate as he is. According to Human Rights Watch, over 20 African nations have laws criminalizing free speech, with penalties ranging from long imprisonment to death. One may ask, why is this increasing in Africa? These laws are often vague, making it easy for government to target anyone perceived as a threat. Political execution creates a chilling effect, forcing citizens into silence and allowing corruption to thrive. I must say, accusation of witchcraft remains a death sentence in certain parts of Africa, even in the 21st century. In some communities, fear and superstition override the rule of law. For example, in Tanzania, hundreds of women, particularly older women, are executed each year after being accused of witchcraft. These accusations often arise during dispute or as scapegoats for community misfortunes. A case study in Gambia, President Yahya regime orchestrated witch hunts between 2009 and 2017, leading to torture and execution of countless individuals accused of sorcery. The United Nations estimated that over 1,000 people are executed annually in Africa due to witchcraft accusations, with no fair trials or investigation conducted. The crazy thing about this is that accusations are often baseless, driven by fear, jealousy, or cultural beliefs. Women, minority groups are being targeted, leading to widespread of abuse. Despite global progress on LGBTQ rights, several African countries still criminalize same-sex relationship with the death penalty as the ultimate punishment. Example, in Mauritania and Somalia, being caught in same-sex relationship can lead to execution by stoning. Recent law in Uganda, the 2023 anti-homosexual bill, sparked global outrage as it proposed harsh punishment, including death, for any member of LGBTQ. A report by LIGA shows that 34 African nations enforce law against LGBT community, with 4 allowing execution for those found guilty. Looking at the bigger picture, these laws perpetuate hate and violence, forcing members into hiding. Many victims face not only legal persecution but also mob justice, leading to a cycle of violence and fear. Fourthly, which is drug offense and smuggling. Drug-related crimes in Africa carry some of the harshest penalties, with execution still being common in certain countries. For example, in Egypt, even possessions of small amounts of drugs can lead to death penalty. A case study in Nigeria, several foreigners have been executed for allegedly drug trafficking, often after unfair trials. Fact check. Amnesty International reported that in 2021 alone, over 200 people were sentenced to death in Africa for drug-related crimes. No doubt, this is an unfair reality. Many of those sentenced are low-level offenders and coerced into trafficking by criminal organizations. Corruption within this justice system often means innocent people framed or denied for trials. Yes, religious blasphemy in several African nations, speaking against a dominant religion or renouncing faith, can lead to death sentence, especially in countries governed by Sharia law. Example, in Sudan, before recent reforms, apostasy was punishable by death, though abolished in 2020. Its legacy still haunts the justice system. In the recent case in Nigeria, singer Yahya Sharif was sentenced to death in 2020 for allegedly making blasphemous remarks in a WhatsApp message. His case drew international condemnation. According to Pew Research, 13 African nations have blasphemy laws, with 6 allowing the death penalty. The consequences of this act is that the laws not only suppress freedom of suppression but also fuel religious extremists. The victims often face legal punishment and societal ostracization, leaving them without support or resources. Accusation of treason or coup participation. In a country where power struggles are rampant, accusations of plotting a coup can lead to swift execution. Case study: in 2025, 200 prisoners were executed publicly, many of them who were accused of being part of attempted coup. Among them were opposition members and civilians who were allegedly framed. With statistics, over 50% of death sentences in Congo stem from accusation of treason, often without concrete evidence. Looking at the deeper implication of execution practice in Africa, the role of corruption plays a significant role in wrongful execution. Innocent individuals are often framed, and those with resources can buy their way out of death sentences. For example, in Kenya, investigative reports reveal how death sentences are frequently handed to poor individuals who cannot afford proper legal representation. The psychological and social impact of this whole thing is that families of executed prisoners often face stigma, financial struggles, and psychological trauma. Entire communities are left in fear, knowing that one accusation can lead to execution. To end this all, these are the chilling realities of execution in modern Africa, where laws are weaponized and lives are taken in the name of justice, culture, and power. From political dissent to baseless accusation of witchcraft, the death penalty remains a tool of oppression in many nations. The question is, should Africa abolish the death penalty altogether? Can justice truly be served in a system riddled with corruption and prejudice? Let us know what your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, bye for now.
In just 1 minute, simply take a picture of the room you want to redesign and let your AI interior designer handle the rest. Try it now and see the amazing results.